and welcome to Teach My Exams. Today I'm going to be going through the January 2022 Edexcel Biology Unit 5 paper. This is a past paper that I have solved, and I've solved it. I've included beautiful, complete answers. I've included some notes on the sides, and I've just written things out in a very easy and simple way to understand. It's super quick, super easy, and you know, not boring to read and understand. So this fast paper is perfect for you if you're studying last minute, if you're revising last minute, like a month or a few weeks before the exam, and you just don't want to, kind of waste your time spending 3 hours on a past paper, just spending 3 hours trying to understand the questions, trying to understand the answers from the marking scheme. Uh, and just using up a lot of your mental energy. This past paper is perfect for just reading it quickly and understanding and memorizing the key points, since the answers are really easy and simple to understand. I've tried to keep the answers as short and concise as possible. So yeah, I hope it does help you out. I hope that you do benefit from it. So let's start with the first question that we have here. So the photograph shows a transmission electron micrograph of a mitochondrion and surrounding cytoplasm. Part A. The mitochondrion shown in the diagram is 2000 nanometers in length. Calculate the width of this mitochondrion between X and Y. Okay, so first what I've done here is I've underlined the length. So 2000 nanometers is the actual length. And then what you want to do after that is you want to take your ruler and you want to place the markings here and you want to measure what you got. Now, when I measured it with the ruler, what I got was the distance from X to Y was 24.5 millimeters. Okay? So now here I've written it down so easily, like in a sorry, I've written it down in an easy way for you to read and just understand. We have the measurement. Okay, so we have the image. We have a ratio. We have a ratio of the image to the actual image length to the actual length. So we have the width divided by the length is equal to the width divided by the length. Now, we know that the width was 24.5 millimeters, okay? And here what we can do is we can also, sorry, we're supposed to take the ruler and we're supposed to measure from this end all the way to this end. When I did that, my measurement was, the measurement that I received was 75 millimeters. So you just write your answers in here, write your values within the ratio that we have over here. So we have 24.5 millimeters divided by 75, which is equals to x divided by 2000. And then you just cross multiply and you get x is equals to 24.5 into 2000 divided by 75, which was 653.33. Therefore, you just round it up and you got your answer here. Now, since it is a ratio, there's no need to convert the values. So that's awesome. You don't have to spend time converting from nanometer to centimeter or millimeter to centimeter because it's a ratio. If you don't want to go with this method, we have another method right over here, which is the width divided by the length is equals to 24.5 divided by the 75. This was for the measured one. We have 0.33 as a factor. We take the factor and we just simply multiply it by the length and you get the width right here. All right, now let's move on. Here we have part B. Describe how ATP is synthesized by oxidative phosphorylation in the mitochondrion. ATP is done through chemiosmosis. Electrons from carrier molecules are passed along the electron transport chain, which releases energy. This energy is used to actively pump the protons from the matrix of the mitochondria into the intermembrane space. Therefore, an electrochemical gradient builds up and the protons from the matrix through the ATP synthase, producing ATP synthase from ADP and PI. Sorry, PI is phosphorus. Oxygen is the last electron and proton acceptor. Um, Basically, you just want to describe the synthesis of ATP and within the mitochondria. Okay, part C. Describe how ATP is used to supply energy for biological processes. So ATP hydrolysis breaks down the bond, which releases energy. Super simple, really easy, 2 marks. Now we have question 2. Muscles, bones, and joints enable movement of the skeleton. Which structure attaches one bone to another bone at a flexible joint? So now we have actin, we have ligament, synapse, and tendon. Again, to make this easier for you to understand and to remember for the future exams, I've written down next to it what each one exactly is. So actin here is a muscle, ligament is from bone to bone. Actin is basically muscle to muscle, ligament bone to bone, synapse is a nerve, tendon is a bone to muscle. Now, the question asked from bone to bone, so it's ligaments. How many of the statements about joints are correct? Antagonistic pairs of muscle move the bones at a joint. Muscles acting on a joint are myogenic. Tendons are more elastic than ligaments. So the first one is the only one that is correct. Because myogenic, which is cardiac muscle, they can initiate its own contraction without the need for nervous stimulation. This is just an extra point to remember about myogenic muscles. So again, they are flexors, so they're not. So they cannot be myogenic. And here, ligaments are more elastic than tendons. It's not the other way around. Now, Usain Bolt's world record of 9.58 seconds for the 100-meter men's sprint is unbeaten. So, what is the role of myoglobin in muscle fibers? So, myoglobin is a protein and it stores oxygen. So, this is just about myoglobin. It is an enzyme that reacts with myosin. It is part of the sarcolemma involved in the release of calcium ions to act as an immediate source of energy to provide oxygen for muscles. Again, it's a protein which stores O2. Therefore, therefore, it's going to provide oxygen for the muscles. Now, we have explained why muscles of a sprinter have a high percentage of fast twitch fibers. Fast twitch. Sprinters run at fast speeds for a short period of time. Fast twitch fibers contract faster than slow twitch fibers, therefore, they are essential in runners. Fast twitch fibers also carry out anaerobic respiration, generating ATP in limited oxygen supply, providing muscles with the energy they need to contract, which is essential for runners. Count on aerobic respiration since we need extra supply of oxygen, or we need more amount of oxygen when we're running compared to when we're resting. Therefore, it's important that our body can rely, that our muscles can rely on anaerobic respiration to generate ATP. Part C, so in an investigation, an athlete ran for 10 minutes on a running machine, moving at constant speed. The investigation was repeated at 7 running speeds. At each speed, the heart rate and lactate concentration in the blood of the athlete were measured. The results are shown in the graph. So over here, we have the heart rate. Here we have the lactate concentration. So this is the heart rates that we have measured, and this is the measurements, the readings of the lactate concentration. they're asking us to comment on the results of this investigation. So as the speed increases, heart rate and lactate concentration increases. We can see that, right? Here it's lower and here we end up here, so it's increased. We started from here and we've ended up here. Lactate increases more at higher speeds and heart rate increases more at slower speeds. As you can see here, the gradient here is much steeper. The difference here is quite more dramatic than compared to the difference between the heart rates over here. So the relative change in lactate is greater than the relative change in heart rate. So these are the three results that we can see from the investigation. Okay. Thank you so much for watching this video. Again, if you're interested in seeing the rest of the PDF, I'll leave a link down in the bio where you can download it and learn from it. It's completely solved, even the last question, which is kind of difficult to understand. We have some notes here. I have things highlighted here to help you understand it better. So, yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a beautiful day and good luck with your exams. If you want me to solve a specific paper or if you want help within a specific paper, you can mention it down in the comments and I'll record the video as soon as I can. And yeah, that's all. Good luck with your exams. Bye!